What's up guys, Devon back at it again with yet another Devon Explains entry, and today we are gonna go into depth on the new power-up that Kong has gotten in the ride that came out, I think it's like 2 weeks by now, I don't really know. It's a Korea exclusive ride that is somehow canonical, and it has buffed Kong more than the entirety of GXK and GVK combined. What happens in this guide is that Kong gets strength, power, durability, and arsenal upgrades that have never happened in the history of humanity. There are two main things that buff him. First of all, he defeats a bunch of warbats. These warbats are distracted from him, but the ones that we do see are ones that are attacking us. He's running around on a massive swarm of them, so he was probably just kind of no-diffing a swarm of warbats, which is to say he's way stronger now than he was in GXK when he said, oh, a single one of them is no issue, but a pack of them is trouble. And you might say, huh, but why is he so much stronger than in GXK? The Beast Glove, as we know, gives him steroids and makes him stronger, and given that these are steroids and given what we see in the film, Kong starting off barely capable of getting on a ledge and then suddenly fighting Godzilla, Kong starting off in equal terms with Scar King in speed and literally outspeeding him and beating the shit out of him with low difficulty, we can see that these steroids were acting faster and faster over time, which is to say, this ride Kong would be the theoretical full max potential of the roids. And boy oh boy is he stronger, because you could say that it doesn't need to be the case that he's stronger now than in GXK. It could just be that the Beast Glove amp in itself, the Roid amp, already made him this strong, this capable of killing warbats. But this is where we enter his feats against Shimo. Yes, Shimo, the girl who completely tanks and ignores the spiral ray, the girl who one-shots evolved Godzilla, the girl who would kill Ghidorah with a single hit.
This same Shimo.
The first thing we see is that Shimo burst through a wall and then shot her frostbite breath at us in the screen. What does Kong do? He gets in the middle of it, which is an insane speed feat, by the way, and he blocks it.
He looks away from it,
blocks it casually, and the only sign of struggle is that his shoulders shake a little bit. Kong is casually blocking frostbite breath with no difficulty, low difficulty. Even as Beast Glove Kong, he had to focus on the beam. Right now, he's just blocking it and looking behind him to see if the heave has left. After this, he shows multiple times that he's capable of straight up throwing Shimo, pushing Shimo, and when he hits her with his axe, she gets a little bit stunned, which is insane, because even though we never really got to see how Kong would do against Shimo in the movie, you wouldn't really think that he would be doing all of this. And he has gotten stronger significantly because, again, as Beast Glove Kong, he had to focus to block the beam. And when he looked away from it, he immediately had to look back. Ride Kong is just casually catching it and then waiting for you to get out of the way, which is
absolutely insane to me.
After this, Kong tackles Shimo into a vile vortex, and as they're in the air, he punches her. This is fine, he just punched her, it's not that deep. Shimo falls on top of Kong, puts her hand on Kong and tries to pin him down, and what does Kong do?
He just breaks her grip and rolls out of the way.
Kong broke Shimo's grip and moved out of her way.
The same Shimo who was stronger than Godzilla in GXK. So Ride Kong is just 100 billion% stronger than he was in GXK, and he's stronger than a single foot of Shimo. He's not stronger than Shimo, he can fight back against a single foot from Shimo, which is still fucking insane because a single foot from Shimo sent Godzilla packing. After this, what do we see? Godzilla saves the humans from Shimo. He throws her into the air, and after that, the moment that she gets up, she is facing Godzilla, braced in a fighting stance, the exact same way that she was facing Kong, braced in a fighting stance when the spiral ray hit her, and she wasn't stunned. She wasn't affected by it. She just flinched a little bit and then reset to normal. She wasn't even feeling it. Kong hits Shimo twice with oil tankers, and she is
stunned. She is doozy. She is bamboozled.
Yes, he hit her in the head, whereas the spiral ray only hit her on the neck. But still, the fact that Kong is even doing anything to Shimo compared to what the spiral ray did is insane. Again, the spiral ray only made Shimo flinch. Kong is sending her head flying back with his axe, with his punches, and with oil tankers. And with the oil tankers, he is stunning Shimo. This is absolutely insane, incomparable. And after this, Shimo pins Kong under her and she clashes with Godzilla's pink beam. You know what this means? Kong, both in GXK, as Beast Club Kong, and in this very ride, has been blocking the pink beam. He is physically stronger than Ghidorah. Ghidorah was pinned down by the supercharged blue atomic breath from KOTM, which is way weaker than the pink beam, 20 times weaker than the pink beam. We are looking at a Kong who is stronger than Ghidorah casually. And for any of you who would doubt it, Kong proceeds to block Godzilla's beam with ease. With ease. All he needs to do is just put his hand and then the beam hits it and he doesn't even move. Holy shit. Finally, there's two more things to go over. Before Kong got up to be able to charge his axe with the pink beam, how do you think he even got into that position? He's below Shimo during the beam clash. What do you think happened?
Kong hit Shimo and sent her flying.
Kong sent Shimo flying farther and faster than the pink beam ever did. Kong sent Shimo flying, whereas pink Godzilla could barely even move her. And then the final feat is just a pink axe, creating a second axe pulse, which knocks the mind control out of Shimo and sends her flying back. Kong tanks this pink axe pulse. He wasn't gonna hit with anywhere near the same amount of energy as Shimo, but he tanked his own portion of the pink beam, which again, 20 times stronger than the blue atomic breath, casually tanking it. Now, the axe pulse doesn't have the heat of the atomic breath, but it does have more energy than the atomic breath. So Kong, right here, is somebody who is stronger than the pink beam physically, somebody who can stun Shimo whereas the spiral ray can't, somebody who can send Shimo flying with a hit, and somebody who can tank a portion of an axe pulse that is powered by the pink beam. Ghidorah can't compete with this. Ghidorah got pinned by a blue beam from Supercharged Godzilla, 20 times weaker than the pink beam. Ghidorah would get one-shot by Shimo, who one-shots the 20 times more durable pink Godzilla, which again, 20 times more durable than Supercharged Godzilla, the same one that was beating the brakes off of Ghidorah. Kong has direct scaling now, direct, undeniable scaling to this 20 times level of power, and there is no contradiction because this is a buffed Kong from roids. And on top of this, with his pink axe, he can just hit Ghidorah with 6 times the pink beam's energy and literally one-shot him like that one skeleton gif. Kong right now is top 3 in the verse. Tiamat, cooked. Ghidorah, cooked. Titan X, already cooked. Now she's getting literally one-shot. No one can beat Kong except Pink Godzilla and Shimo.